Hey guys, welcome to the top percentile. My name is Anay Dave and I scored a 99.99 percentile in CET 2020. Today's video is going to be about my journey in CET. And the reason I make this is because I don't think there's one place where I've properly explained what it's been like and how I went about it in my first attempt of CET in 2020. So just for some context, I'm a BTech computer science engineer. I studied at M.M.S and I finished my degree in 2020. I decided that the jobs after the BTech were not the best kind of jobs. So I thought if I want to do something, I had an inclination towards finance, done a couple of internships in finance during my engineering days. So I thought, why not, let's go into it and figure out maybe an MBA is a good option. Let's consider that. And for some more context, my sister was in JBIMS batch of 21. I graduated in the batch of 2022. So we were kind of going towards that range of the family as well. She had already studied for CET. And then I was thinking of doing it myself, right? So that's the background. And the reason I'm making this video is because a lot of you have asked me for this. I mean, I keep getting questions based on my profile, based on how I went about it. And even though I've said this a million times, and hardcore TTP fans, if I can call you that, would have watched and heard me say this a million times, but I'm just going to consolidate everything into one video so that you can listen to it and refer to it whenever you want. And you'll find a lot of other stories on this channel. So if you are interested in finding out about other toppers, other JBIMS toppers, how they got about it, please look at our TTP interviews. You'll find a full playlist on all of them. So you'll just see, if you click on our channel, go to the playlist, you'll find a topper playlist, a topper interviews. You'll find it over there. Everything is given to you, right? You'll find an interview with my sister as well. Her name's Isha Dave. So you'll find all of it. The top percentile, we are the 6 of us, and you'll find their interviews as well in that, right? Or the biggest video, the most popular video, you'll find it over there, right? So again, when I narrate my story, I'm going to make it sound like the most perfect and ideal story that you've ever heard. But that's not the takeaway from this. If you take away that I kept doing well in every mock and everything, you're going to think इसका तो बहुत useless story था, कुछ gain नहीं किया. But इसमें से आपका takeaway जो होना चाहिए वो है कि hard work बहुत necessary होती है. Hard work and smart analysis. इन दो चीज को बराबर से किया तो बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं. स्कोर इंप्रूवमेंट जब भी कोई पूछता है कि कैसे स्कोर इंप्रूव करे, दिस इज आवर टेक ऑन इट. Have you put in the hard work and have you done the analysis that you require, right? Two questions. That's the easiest way to summarize my entire journey in CET. Hard work and very smart analysis, right? So coming back to it, as I mentioned, I'm an engineer. I've done BTech. So if anyone's interested, I think engineering is a great thing to do. But after that, the job's not so great because so many people end up doing engineering that India mein itne achhe jobs hote nahi hai. If you're thinking of going for a master's abroad, please do consider it, but make sure that you are doing something that is worth the money and effort you're putting in. If you go to some of the best colleges in the world, then it's a great thing to do. But if you're just going out to go abroad, it doesn't make sense. But you have a lot of difficulties when you go outside India, and we'll make a separate video on this. We'll call a lot of my friends who've gone outside India, and they will be able to tell you the difficulties they face, the struggles that they've gone through, the importance of having a good college, a good degree, etc. But back to the story, that's for another video, right? So we start off sometime in September 2019, which is when I decided to start preparation. And the first thing that I decided to do was finish the portion, start to finish. You write down each and every topic that you want to do, and each and every topic that's there in the syllabus, right? So you'll find we have it. I'll just put it on the screen as well now. But essentially, the entire list that you see in front of your screen, you need to start ticking off each and everything that's here. Finish all of it off. If you're able to finish it off, you are in a good stead for the month after you finished it. So it took around a month and a half to do it. But again, I was doing this with college. So I had college exams, internals, everything going on. And we had 80% attendance at M.M.S. So it was very important that we attended college. So I didn't have that choice to just bunk and have a fun time studying full time. So I was attending college and doing this side by side whenever I had the time. Many times I used to sit in class and do it as well. So my friends know this, that I used to, just sit on the last bench and do this and keep solving questions because that's what I enjoy doing. But इसमें important takeaway क्या है कि यार इसमें जो टाइमर लगा के जो करते हैं दैट इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट. क्योंकि अब मैंने टाइम नहीं लगाया और एक क्वेश्चन ले लिया तो वो अर्जेंसी नहीं होती है, सेंस ऑफ अर्जेंसी नहीं होती कि यार 1 मिनट में करना है, 2 मिनट में करना है, बस करते रहते हैं. सो दैट्स द बिगेस्ट टेक अवे टू बी ऑनेस्ट. पोर्शन खत्म कर रहे हो तो करो पोर्शन खत्म, पर टाइम के साथ पोर्शन खत्म किया तो दैट्स द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट प्लेस यू कैन बी इन. सो that's my thing for how I finish the portion. It was just ticking everything off one after the other. but doing it with a sense of time, right? So every question I was solving, I was trying to do it within a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes, because I was very new to this, right? I'd never done aptitude test properly like this in my life, and this is the first competitive exam I was taking properly, with a lot of pressure and a lot of preparation. So portion ऐसे खत्म किया. That's the main thing, right? Now I had not taken CAT this year, so essentially if I'd started in September, November would be when CAT is. But that year I didn't decide to do CAT because my sister hadn't, and we were thinking I should just stay in Bombay because it's right there. We've lived there all our lives. तो बस यहाँ पे रह के कर लो, महाराष्ट्र का डिग्री है, वहाँ पे महाराष्ट्र की कॉलेज है, एमयू के अंदर आती है, तो वहाँ से करती है. It's a great B school, top 8 in the country. So it's a great place to be and best for finance, right? One of the best for finance. So we thought that's a great idea. Let's do this. So I didn't take CAT in that year, but I did take other speed-based exams like NMAT, SNAP, MAT, etc. And just for context, NMAT I scored, I think tabhi sirf 99 percentile likhte the. I had a 242 in that year, and the cutoff was 218 for my batch. So I was well above the cutoff, and I had cleared the interview as well. So I had a seat in NM. In SNAP, I think I got a 99.8 something. 80, I think. In MAT, I got a 99.8, 99.93, but this was a 800 on 800. उनका कुछ तो अलग होता था. They used to have a GK section, which I didn't attempt. तो पता नहीं वो 800 and 800 था, पर 99.99 नहीं था वो. So I don't know how that worked, but essentially MAT भी लिया था. And this was across the 5 months from December to March, right? September to March. That's 6 months. But this is how it worked out, and these are the exams I've taken. Coming to the mocks, I've taken around 63 mocks during the entire time. And as I mentioned, जो मैंने start में बताया था, smart analysis was more important. वो जो दो mock के बीच में जो analysis करते कि क्या क्या गलत किया था, क्या सही कर सकता हूँ अभी मैं, क्या चेंज कर सकता हूँ कि वो नेक्स्ट मॉक में अच्छा जाएगा मेरा, कौन से चैप्टर करके मुझे ज़्यादा मार्क्स मिल जाएंगे, राइट? वो सब जो एनालिसिस था वो यहाँ से हो रहा था. I used to spend a lot of time on mock analysis. I have a full Excel sheet ready with the analysis, with the score that I got in each mock, with the score in each section, how much time I took, my accuracy in each section, everything. And I used to aggregate all of that into my strategy, right? So based on these 63 mocks, I kind of decided what my final exam strategy will be. Which section am I attempting first? How much time to give each section? What should I work on towards the next mock? Everything. So final exam strategy. I had taken abstract and verbal in the first 50 minutes. So in my time, I think this is current also, but I'm just going to say in my time as a caveat that CET is unpredictable. But in my time, we had 4 sections. We had 200 questions in 150 minutes. So I used to try to attempt 50 questions of verbal and 25 questions of abstract. So a total of 75 questions in 50 minutes. Because if I did that properly, if I did that in a good way, I would have 125 questions to solve in the next 100 minutes. And I really like those odds of scoring well in that. So I would make sure that I would finish this as fast as possible and then focus on logical and math, which were actually my stronger sections, to be honest. But abstract and verbal were the first ones I finished because I was fast in them, right? And if you wanted very in-depth analysis of this, I will make a video on it. Please leave comments about what you would want to see, right? So this is what I've done. And by Jan, my strategy was kind of fixed. So from September, I started taking mocks in October, let's say. And till December, Jan, I was very fixed on my strategy. And it had reached a point where I knew that this is going well. I can score pretty good in this, right? And वो confidence कहाँ से आया था? I used to take IMS mocks. I used to go to the center and I used to take mocks over there. And a lot of CET veterans might know the name D Dave, but a lot of you have asked me if that was me. That was me. I had hidden my name in the IMS exam so that people don't know who I am, because I didn't want any pressure before I got into JB. And it's just my mental state. It doesn't really matter. You can do whatever you want. As long as you get into JB, you can do whatever you want, right? So I made sure that I was scoring very good in IMS mocks, and I realized that if I'm getting the top ranks here, so I think I got the first rank in 4 out of the 8 proctored exams that we had. I thought if I'm getting a good rank here, this is fine. We'll do it well. But there were certain mocks that made me feel very down and used to make me feel like this is horrible. And that's the takeaway from this, right? Your mocks might go up and down. It doesn't matter. There are so many friends of mine who used to score very well in mocks, but completely tanked the final exam because they were not ready for the pressure of that day, right? So again, as I mentioned, this sounds like a very ideal situation that oh ये बस बोल रहा है इसका ये भी था वो भी था सब कुछ अच्छा जा रहा था. ऐसा नहीं था. You used to constantly have to put in the effort. I used to really spend a lot of hours doing this. Please understand that it was a lot of work. I used to go back to it. My entire family used to help me do this. In fact, we used to focus on studying better, on finding better ways to solve things. We used to figure out which mocks to take, when should we take mocks, everything, right? And the idea is to keep doing that again and again. That hard work and the smart analysis, वो ही ज़्यादा था आगे. Because mocks में जितने भी score आते, doesn't matter. Mocks में 200 के 200 लेके, JB is not going to give you admission. But final में, if you get 150, 160, they will willingly give you admission, right? So that's the idea here. So figure out mocks versus finals and the mindset that is needed between the two. Very important, right? And yeah, so that's how I'd gone about it. On the D-Day, I listened to a lot of music. So I listened to rap and a couple of metal songs. I listened to Tom Petty's music. I really like it. It makes me feel in a good zone. I had prepared a lot on that. Every mock that I used to take used to be like a final exam for me. And that's how I went about it. But the update after the exam was that the exam happened on the 14th of March, 2020. Then the results are supposed to come out in April, but they came out in May, I think the 23rd of May. I scored 99.99 percentile with a rank of 9. So I think that was a 149 score. I do feel bad I didn't get rank 1, but it's fine. I'm pretty happy with it. But when I first saw the score, I was like, shit, kuch to kar sakte the zyada. But Shashank Prabhu, one of my mentors from M.M.S, scored rank 1. And yeah, he's very smart. So he deserved it. Ankit from the top percentile, he's one of the 6 of us. He scored rank 2. Aditya Sridhar, again, one of the top percentilers, got rank 5, I think, or maybe 4. I'm not sure. I get confused between Harsh and Aditya, but they've got rank 4 and 5. Forgive me, I don't know the exact rank that they got. Shreekanth and Vidhan are the 2 others who again got 19.9 and 19.97. And they also got into JBIMS, and we are the top percentile. So that's how it has come about. In May, we got the results. In September, I decided I should try CAT. So in 2 months, I studied for CAT and I got a 19.86 percentile there. How did I do that in 2 months? Essentially, again, smart analysis, and the hard work was more smarter work this time because I was already done with the portion. So how do I now translate CET portion into CAT portion? And how do I get higher marks in CAT is what I was thinking of. So it was very smart work, right? Not hard work. In December, we started the top percentile. So it was, I think, December when we launched the course, December 2020, that is. So it was a very good time for us. And yeah, it's been going pretty well. So we've had around 23 students in JBIMS in the past 2 years. So this is December 2022 now. So in the last 2 years, we've had 23 students who've cracked JBIMS using our mentorship and everything that we've done. So if you are someone who's interested in getting our mentorship and making your hard work a lot easier, please feel free to reach out to us at any point of time. We'll be more than happy to guide. But yeah, we are taking mentoring sessions every week, so it'll be very useful to join as early as you can. Apart from that, in Feb 2021, I got the summer internship at JP Morgan from JBIMS. So I interned at JP Morgan as an IB credit officer. And then I converted that into full-time. I took CFA L1, I cleared CFA L1. I'll be going for CFA L2 sometime soon, hopefully. And yeah, ever since then, we've basically been coaching students weekly and as much as we can to crack CET, because that's where we've got our niche. And yeah, thank you for watching this. I hope it has helped you understand how much hard work is required. I will try to add as much information as I can throughout this video using videos and photos of the preparation and how much effort it took, the books we've used, etc. But yeah, I hope this video is useful. It's very different from what I usually make, and I do not mean to brag in this, but I do want to showcase how important it is that you put in the effort and you put in the hours required, because I was doing it and I am where I am right now because of the effort I put in back then. So if you are someone who wants to be in a good state 2 years from now, please make sure you put in the hard work today. Get into JBIMS, crack the best internship, crack the best final placement, and that's it. You'll be in the best place possible after that, right? So thank you for watching. If any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. You can leave comments on this video. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn. You'll find the link. I'm sure I've added it somewhere in the video or the description. So you'll find it in the description, Instagram, LinkedIn, anything, whatever you need. So please reach out. Feel free to reach out. And yeah, have a good one and see you in the next one. Bye.